mean, honestly, I was just having a bad day and I wanted to go to the hospital to feel better. Getting diagnosed with schizophrenia and having to listen to my parents every day rather than being free to take my own pictures and free to lead my own life, I had to go to the wellness card for a whole year. And then I had to get shots and stuff, and that whole time in between now and then when I had that bad day, I wasn't really taking as many pictures as I wanted to be. Ever since then, I've been taking a lot of new pictures. I got myself into photography because it's just such a great art, you know what I mean? It's just that you can take a picture of something and enjoy it and compose it, you know, make it reflect who you are. It feels good because you're being productive and like having an idea, and then you gotta do something about the idea. You can't just have an idea and let it hang there. If I had my camera that day, that would have been nice. I probably wouldn't have even gone to the hospital. All I know is that over time in life, I've had learning experiences, and I guess that day was one of them. And I'm good now. I'm proud of my work. I'm gonna keep taking pictures, and I hope to be, you know, somewhere even better than where I am now a year from now.
You don't have to look far to find legal marijuana already growing in the Miami Valley. It's not recreational, it's medical, and it's been legal in Ohio for 7 years. Cresco Labs in Yellow Springs is on the forefront of its production and already eyeing expansion if voters give them the green light.
So we know that letting existing operators be the first groups to start providing product to the market, that's worked really well in other states.
Joe Check runs Cresco Labs. It processes and distributes medical marijuana to dispensaries all over the state. He says facilities like this one are going to likely handle early production if recreational marijuana gets legalized.
When legislation does pass, we can turn rooms on. We know that we can put more plants in this facility, and we can expand the footprint with something like a construction project if need be.
And with some of our border states already having legalized pot, Ohioans are already getting it.
Issue 2 is not about whether people should use marijuana. People are using marijuana. They're just either buying it from the illicit market, or they're driving up to Michigan, or they're bringing it back from one of these other states.
As of this year, the Michigan Department of Treasury reports that more than $59 million in marijuana tax revenue have been distributed among municipalities and counties in the state, which some experts say partially comes from Ohioans traveling there to purchase marijuana. When I asked Governor DeWine about the financial impact of the issue, he focused on the social impacts.
You can't justify having these or having recreational marijuana because of all these bad things that will occur. We'll get some more revenue, but it's just not worth it.
He says, for one, it would be easier for children to get a hold of edibles, and fears motor vehicle crashes will increase. I'm told by those in favor of the bill there will be restrictions in place to help prevent these issues. Joe Check and others in the medical marijuana industry say legalization is still the safest option.
I've been printing them, publishing them for about 10 years, something like that. Yeah, I write them, draw them. Occasionally I work with other people, but mostly I just do them all myself. Basically, I just write them and draw them in my free time. I print them myself just to have that sort of kind of DIY style where they're a little rough around the edges. I like that better. Usually it's either stuff I need to work through. I basically use it as free therapy because I can afford real therapy. If something like kind of funny or weird or like life-changing events, whether it's good or bad, I usually try to work it into a comic because I think all our lives are just full of stories, and you can distill them into little chapters, and sometimes it's interesting.
Carillon Park is one of the best places to learn about history in the entirety of the Miami Valley. They are known for their plane history, their automobile history, and today we're talking about their locomotive history because this weekend it is time for Rail Fest. You'll learn about history of this and the importance of locomotives in the history of the Miami Valley. Just the train ride itself is very cool. I got to hop on the train ride myself, see the park. I love that experience. If that's something that you want to share with your family, you can come out to Carillon Park for Rail Fest this weekend. My friends, back to you in the studio.